Let's go Niners. So it's game day today. Our second game of the season against the Seahawks, right? Super excited, super pumped about it. I know we had a bad game last week, but I think that we're going to come back strong. There's a lot of things going on today this week with people just talking about Trey Lance and Jimmy G, and I believe it's just all noise. So if you listen to the noise, of course it's going to affect you. But I think that the Niners in that locker room, they're going to shut out all the noise. I know that there may be players. This was brought up by Chris Sims, right? There may be players who want Jimmy G in there, but at the end of the day, Kyle's the coach, and I know that Kyle's got Lance's back because in the pregame interview that Fox did last week before the Chicago Bears game, they talked to Kyle, and Kyle talked about support. He talked about supporting your quarterback, and it starts with the head coach. And I believe Kyle's got a plan, and he's going to roll with that plan. He's going to support his guy. He finally has his guy in there, and they're going to grow from that. And it's just, you're gonna run into road bumps. You're gonna run into those things, and that's how you grow. If it's perfect all the time, can't really grow. So I'm glad that that's happening early in the season. I'm glad you have all the adversity coming early in the season. So it gives Trey, it gives the Niner, it gives Shanahan, it gives all of them a chance to go through these hurdles. So I think it'll make them better in the offseason. Not better in the later in the season. And I'm super, super excited about it. Like I said, all noise. Shut the noise out. Let's focus on what we got, right? So thoughts on the Broncos versus the Seahawks last week. I thought that the Broncos basically shot themselves in the foot, just like how the Niners shot themselves in the foot against the Bears, So, you can't be fumbling at the 1 yard line twice, right? So, that happens. If that didn't happen, I believe the Broncos would have blown the Seahawks out. It wouldn't even been close. You throw 14 points on there. You throw other things, and I'm thinking it would have been like a 40 something to maybe like a low teens kind of game. So I'm excited about that. I see that the Niners and the outside zone runs can definitely dominate the Seahawks. They were struggling with that against the Broncos. The pocket, I know that there were some good plays mixed in there, but for the majority of it, I thought Russell Wilson had the time to move around the pocket, which I think Trey Lance can do the same thing. If Kittle plays today, of course, we don't know if he's going to play, but if he plays, I think that that's another advantage because the Broncos were definitely, their tight ends were doing well against the Seahawks as well. And I think from what their offense brought, we just got to shut down those little basically like those 10, 15-yard passes. We got to just shut all that down. I don't think that the Seahawks, they didn't really have like a deep ball game plan. I know they had a couple of good runs, but I think our defense is different from the Broncos defense, and I think we're going to play them a lot better. I'm so glad that we have Mooney Ward. When you watched him in the Chicago game, he was very physical, right? Like I said, when you're physical, you might get penalties, but you're also going to stop the big plays. And I think that Mooney Ward against DK, that's going to be a great matchup. I think that Mooney Ward's going to do very good against DK, So, of course, on the other side, you got E-Man too. So, you got Tyler Lockett there, right? So I think he's going to play Tyler Lockett pretty well. I think they match up very well. I love the play of Hufanga. I think that that's going to be kind of like our X factor. I think that Hufanga out there, his instincts and how he played last week, how he moved around, as long as he can stay in position or not chase plays that are out of his area, I think if he plays that type of game, I see that the Niners are going to do very well. The Seahawks actually, their tight ends actually played very well. The good thing is we've got the linebackers to cover. We've got our linebackers are great against the pass, and they're cover guys. So I think that the Niners should actually do much better than the Broncos did there as well. So I'm expecting what the Broncos Seahawks game should have been, what the Niners Bears game should have been. I'm expecting a blowout. I'll give my score predictions in a bit here, but after looking at it, that's kind of what it is. Thoughts on the game today? Of course, weather says we're expecting some rain. I don't think it's going to be a monsoon like in Chicago, so I don't think it's going to be anything like that. But the good thing is that we've got a running game. We got running designs. We just got to find a running back. Kyle said he's going to go with the hot hand. So let's see what he does. I hope that he gets a good mixture of all the running backs in it to see who the hot hand is. I'm hoping that Wilson does good, but I know that our depth is also very good as well. Excited to see what Jordan Mason's going to do. I think that that guy is really, really good. You know, we brought in Marlon Mack this week, and I really like the idea of Marlon Mack. You know, a couple of years ago when he was on the trade block, I really wanted the Niners to go after him because I really liked him as a running back. He was injured. He's been injured. I know he hasn't played much in the last couple of years, so we'll see what he's got if he suits up for today's game. But TDP, third round pick. I know he didn't look that good in the preseason. He didn't look that good in practices that I went to, but I know he's definitely got burst. He's definitely got speed. So we'll see what he does. And I know that he's a big guy. So let's see what he does in this game. Defensively, I think that our defense should dominate the Seahawks. I think our pass rush should definitely get to Geno. He's not as mobile of a quarterback. So Niners struggle sometimes against those mobile quarterbacks. Although in the first half they did very well against Justin Fields, I expect the Niners to just get to Geno Smith all day, and I'm expecting multiple sacks, and I'm expecting huge day from the D line. Like I said, at all levels, I think that we match up very well with the Seahawks, and excited to see the domination. So, just gonna jump into the predictions really quick, right? So I think that Trey Lance combines for over 250 yards today, rushing and throwing. I think that he's probably going to get about 40 to 50 yards on the ground and maybe 200 plus through the air. I think that Hufanga ends up with another pick. I believe that the defensive line would dominate, so I'm expecting at least 4 sacks today. I know that our D line is just dominant versus that offensive line. I know that their offensive tackles really struggle. I believe that Debo will probably end up being our leading rusher for the game today, and I expect Kittle to have a big game again. I know the last game he played against the Seahawks, he had a huge game. I think he's going to have a good game today if he plays. Okay, if he doesn't play, then I think that Ayuk will probably be the leading receiver on the team. Like I said, I think that Debo might be the leading rusher. But those are just a few of my prediction. I think the score is going to be. It's kind of looking at this, and I think we're probably going to win. It's going to be 31-13. That's my prediction. I expect a blowout. We'll see how the game goes, and we'll talk to you guys after the game or tomorrow morning. Okay. Yeah. Enjoy the game. Have a good time. Talk to you soon.